Joined now by Mark Barrett of MAXUS. Mark, thanks for taking our call. MAXUS is a division of the Harris Group, one of the largest providers or suppliers of commercial trucks and buses in the country. And you've just joined, I think, Renault and Peugeot in introducing a new small commercial electric van in the market. Do you think there's going to be significant demand for it?
Good morning, Vincent. Yes, we've just launched yesterday on our virtual launch the new MAXUS eDeliver 3, which is a small panel van designed as an electric vehicle and electric vehicle option only. We've got two variants of the van, a short wheelbase and long wheelbase, and both and a chassis cab variant of that. So we've just entered the marketplace now with the small eDeliver 3.
And how much will this retail at, Mark, and what sort of subsidy is available because it's an electric vehicle?
You're looking at a retail from €31,043, including the subsidy from the government of €3,800.
And how does that compare with its diesel equivalent?
Diesel equivalent on the same size vehicle, you're looking at approximately 40% more expensive than a diesel. But you have to bear in mind, when you're looking at electric vehicles, it's total cost of ownership. So if you take the 40%, if you look at your maintenance alone, you're looking at a 20% saving on maintenance over a 5-year period. Now, if you take into fuel considerations then on top of that, then you're looking at actually a 10% is less for your EV over total cost of ownership, just based on fuel and maintenance.
So do you believe that over the, say, a 4 or 5 year lifetime of a vehicle, the current retail cost would actually make the vehicle more efficient than or more value than somebody buying a diesel equivalent at current prices?
Absolutely, Vincent, absolutely. And again, that's not taken into consideration what future values will be regards diesel versus EV.
Now, there's a government subsidy at the moment of €3,800 for a small electric van. Do you think the government, particularly if the Greens are in government now, are going to have to increase that subsidy sufficiently to make it more comparable with overseas subsidies in order to make people make that leap?
I hope so. If you take the UK, for example, the UK offer up to £8,000 or a maximum 20%. For electric vehicles and the commercial side of things. You've got zero road tax in the UK. Unfortunately, here with electric vehicles, you still pay the same road tax you would on a diesel vehicle or a petrol vehicle. In a commercial, it's $333 per annum. Also in the UK, you've got zero congestion charges. So if the likes of Dublin City or some of the major cities in Ireland introduce a low emission zone or a congestion charge, again, you're future-proofing your purchase.
We see the draft programme from government yesterday. They confirmed the government's policy or the existing policy that there will be no new registered diesel or petrol cars from 2030. Have you any information as to whether that will also apply to small commercial vehicles like vans, that effectively only electric or hybrid vans will be sold from then on?
Indication at the moment is cars and light commercial vehicles, vans. So I think both across Europe, that's basically the same message. It's going to be especially cars and vans. Because I mean, now with more people doing online shopping, our city's the van market, I suppose, in general, is getting busier. And for home deliveries, the electric vehicle is an ideal vehicle for that application.
So people people who drive commercial vans need to thinking about transferring at some stage soon. Anyway, what sort of travel range has this van got, Mark?
You're looking at we've two battery options, the 35 and the 52 kilowatt. So you're looking at on the 35, you're looking at 180 kilometres on a single charge. And you're looking on the 52.5 kilowatt up to 340 kilometres. And again, that varies whether you're doing city use. Obviously, city use, you'll get a greater range. Or if you're doing mixed motorway use, you'll obviously reduce the range slightly, but not a huge amount. Electric vehicles is probably not the silver bullet for everyone, but certainly in applications where it works, the transition to EV is seamless.
And this MAXUS brand, you have a larger electric vehicle, a van as well on the market. It's a Chinese brand.
It's a Chinese brand. Saic owned Maxus and obviously previously LDV. They also owned MG Cars. They're the largest manufacturer in the largest market in the world, which is China. They manufacture approximately 7 million vehicles a year. They're ranked the top 35 on the global 500 companies. And also, they've invested heavily over $1 billion into a joint venture with CATL, who would be now the largest battery manufacturer in the world. Okay. So that's securing our future with the latest technology and obviously the supply of batteries.
Interesting to see through your good offices whether we'll soon see more Maxus electric vans on our roads.